Our area students have been voicing their opinions on this topic. Our Philip Ward spoke with them about the protest. Philip, what are they telling you tonight?
Well, good evening, Mike. From Columbia to George Washington to Harvard universities, these protests continue and have seen hundreds of students even being arrested. So what are our local students making of these demonstrations? Here's what they told me tonight. All week, we've seen protesting on college campuses amid the ongoing Israel and Hamas war. It's led to hundreds of students being arrested, tents being set up, and police being called to campuses all around the country. Some students in our area have watched the continued demonstrations and say they don't want to see any more fighting between the two sides.
It's just kind of terrible what's going on in the world right now, and I think it obviously shouldn't be going on.
I just really don't want to see any war going on, so that's my thoughts on it. Just no war.
I think everyone agrees we don't want to see war happening.
Others praise their fellow students for using their First Amendment rights.
I think that if you have a strong opinion on something, you should definitely share it, but once it turns into violence, I believe that something should be done about it.
Like, it's good that you're using your First Amendment right of freedom of speech as long as it's like peaceful protest and no one's getting hurt or you're not harming anyone with what you're saying.
And other students think these protests can bring about real change amongst the younger generation.
We honestly need to put more people in better situations, and I think that I really am against us continuing to perpetuate the idea of war, and I think we need to do a better job of just being a community and trying to help one another and live a peaceful life.
These students are getting active. That's a very good thing. We're seeing more youth involved, and while we're working for a higher voter registration, higher interaction in these voting contests, seeing students do things like peaceful protests and peaceful assemblies is amazing and just makes me so excited for people.
And Mike, earlier today we heard from the University of Southern California, who canceled their main graduation ceremony as these protests continue throughout the country. Live in the studio, Philip Ward, Erie News Now.